Hi, this video is about uh, Devin's Law. Well, the concept of Devin's Law, that's what it's about. It's about the concept of Devin's Law and Michelle Loud, uh, that situation matter that's going on. Uh, my son, due to the refusal, them holding the housing program from me, it's not that I need to apply. I it just was held up. It's not anything. Don't let anyone say, "Oh, well, she didn't." Yeah, there was plenty of requests made, and at that time, everything was closed to COVID. There were hundreds and dozens of emails, and they refused. The property was dilapidated, not livable at all, not livable by 80%. Uh, it had asbestos and lead. That was in the lease. That's still a battle that I have with that location, along with going to other local locations that would set me up to extremely delay my housing for a month. They have to do something where within 14 days they have to have you secure in housing, and they have to stop this setting up of the shelter. And what occurred with my situation with my son. That's how the concept of Devin's law should definitely be definitely applied, and is to even backtrack on the trafficking that's going on with housing and identity theft. Uh, and also how my child was under the false pretense referrals that are happening. My child illegally held and was supposed to be returned back on April 5th, 2021, per the order on per the Zoom call with Helen A.B. Bryan, that is a secretary at the Black Massachusetts Lawyers, that was supposed to return my son on April 5th, 2021. It's been over a year. I don't know if my child is even alive, nor his condition, nor treatment. I don't know. Don't know they're using my child for it. I really suspect they're using my child from experiment from the beginning. Uh, Definitely for the fact of how Rodretta Sharika Evans told multiple advocates of how, yeah, even though the judge ordered the child back, we could still reset it off as a new case. And it seems as though it's not anyone that is able to do the severity of stopping these fake social workers, the corruption that's going on, of when making sure these children return back when they're supposed to, and not just attend to a matter when they make headlines and celebrity. I've reached out to, like I said, I'm putting folks out on blast that I reach out to, and I know that my matter is very similar and just priority from the headline you're covering, and you don't reply back within a reasonable amount of time. And like I say, it's legit. That's my son, and a lot of them even know me before this situation here happened. The last Zoom that I had with my son was approximately June 2021, and it was right before I did the interview with Raleigh Young Live TV. I contacted her recently to do. I've been attempting to contact her, and that's a long story within itself. To do an update, what she requested when I did an update with her. Did you contact her for an update when I did that update with her? When I did the show with her back in June 2021, and I also did interview on the IG, the hidden video, with the Warren Cabaret Taisha, and she's gonna continuously be discussed because so much coming up, and somehow it's connected with Taisha, all these different folks, all the And so yeah, there's the all these different folks that got there, and they're out in Buffalo and they're covering about Buffalo. I'm telling you, everyone that has come to my attention that's covering about that, why all them are those that I reached out to that has not replied and responded secure support about my son. Now they get there and concerned about everybody who have an abortion. These same folks. This is beyond this old foolishness got to be shut down. And also to note that we are anti-jurisdiction and non-residents of Massachusetts. This is very similar to Justine Pelletier. The attorney that represents Justine Pelletier does not work at that law firm for what I was told. Now, I don't know if that's true, but that's what I've been told. That they do not work there, and they said send an email. However, don't give a response. Do check the video out about sending an email. Don't waste my time doing that, because then then right folks got the right to call and say they gonna get there and you know come with a bow that's gonna what ain't gonna lack you. Definite support of the investigation of locate and return my son alone. So this all relates to the concept of Devin's law and the headline topic that's going on with Michelle Lau, and that's another one that's saying that they have an investigation against the Potter's House. That's a Dallas, there in the Dallas area. I'm going to speak out about everything ahead and everything what I am observing and definitely a parent what's going on. There's a lot of folks they only want they going through a topic, but they only want themselves to be covered. And it's like we going through the same thing. Man, I come with contribution. A lot, you know what I'm saying? I come with contribution, and I'm not gonna get there. And from previous is on this channel. I'm not gonna get there and come with support, and I'm going through the same thing and leave myself out of it, especially knowing that I come with a contribution just because somebody got the numbers and stuff like that. Like I said, Saisha hashtag was her child name was hashtag similar to George Floyd, and the girl that got killed by the police either in Kentucky or Kansas, whatever. That state where it was here in the United States. That was that hashtag. The bear witness. My child name is Jaguar. That is my child name. No nickname. My child name is Jaguar. The bear witness, the fuel fundraiser, like I said, all that stuff that Saisha, Operation Stop CPS. I'm even a contributor to Puzzle Rise by S. Richardson. Like I said, the one I did the interview with in the blue dress and stuff like that. Gonna be speaking speaking more on that. So, like I say, relating so much to what Michelle Lau going through, well, then been through, going through, what's happening. Definitely support the investigation of locating and returning my son. Also, I've put on the previous video about a Gap Pay lost their contract that's on Plymouth Road there in Holbrook, Massachusetts. Have lost where my child was at for aware a few months ago. I don't know the status now. Sharana Sands Padoma, March 14, 1996, date of birth, is pretending to be a licensed social worker. It has been reported to the Department of Labor. The no response from that, along with uh, stating, even have the email that Patricia Toxey, who is 80 years old, that is dead. There is no one in the state of Massachusetts by the name. Why is it they're using names of people that are only located in other states? And it is those traffickers that are getting there now because they're located. They don't want you to be able to locate them with the Google and so forth like that. And that includes uh, that Saisha and these nonprofits that are scamming. These folks getting 401cs and 510cs and these old ones that come up in the little 3-digit 311, 411 services, 211. services that are bad referrals. You not to be able to verify them, and they give you the mental health. All that is part of cult setup. It is all, like I said, this is totally ridiculous. Support of the investigation, the quickly investigation of locating and returning my son to me, free and clear. We're anti-resident, anti-jurisdiction, and non-resident, and they are, everyone to get punished. Both are priority. But of course, first to return my son is what I'm saying. The thing is, I don't want to divide. If somebody say, well, I only can help with this part, I'm accepting all what you can help with, because right now it's so much needed. I'm in the urgency of those that can make calls, that can volunteer, or even someone, they got all these people making GoFundmes, and that's going to honestly provide the funds for my son. Definitely available for I definitely would appreciate that, but I mean, honest, trustworthy. Um, I don't know. I'm hearing rumors, something about an idea I had been stated that I wanted to do for my son. Someone with the bonfire GoFundMe, which I had been asking for that for my child to get that going. Supposedly somebody took the funds for that, along with but I wasn't aware of a GoFundMe. I'm not aware of the. I still don't know the link. I don't know how true it is. It's just something I heard through the rumor mill, along with out there in another area. I don't know. Like I said, just all kind of scribble scrabble eggs that just don't make no sense. I can't even discuss it because I don't have the full details. And what's the sense of discussing something? Shucks, go there and go to Puzzle Rise by S. Richardson and download it. Um, so definitely, I want to the concept of Devin's law should definitely should definitely come into uh retro I don't even know the word to use, but it should definitely be retroactive for what has happened to my son, who is deaf and ADA, and that I have fully attended from the womb. Um, from the womb, from conception, has been my care. Uh, Definitely the support is urgently about my son. Prioritize my son also, and it's like many folks, like they only could think and get in action or have a brain if it's a big headline topic, which the pebbles. Um, there's many others. I'm gonna be definitely calling out names. Um, or celebrity matter, like that makes no sense. You should definitely be concerned when I'm telling you, and I have the evidence that you can further trace behind that I can give to you to trace behind me that someone is not a licensed social worker, that they are using a supervisor that doesn't exist, and even when reported to the area program manager there, and the person named Shazy. Another, I reported to multiple supervisors. One of them going to tell me, well, we're told we're not to tell you anything. Like, this is a trafficking ring, and it's involving many of our blacks and Hispanics. That's who primarily are involved with this trafficking of my child there in Massachusetts. And definitely there should be 10,000. Um, there should definitely be 10,000 likes and shares of this video minimum. Like, it should not be under 2,000, really. Like, this is shit. Even with it being shadow banned, everybody that passed this video, I see like 200 views And ain't none of y'all press like. How many of you all shared it? You should definitely be liking and sharing. There's no excuse. I know many of you all watching through your subscription. Everybody just ain't just visiting and oh, you don't be on YouTube. Like I say, these folks that only have a brain for celebrity and headline topic, it's ridiculous. And then the ones that only could think when a topic happened to them, they all in play la la gland until it happens to them. Can't say that about it because you could see this channel here. The Mystery Composition Puzzle Rise by S. Richardson. There, the archives, if you listen or aware of State of the Black Parent Blog Talk Radio. Of course, they maybe you can work magic and maybe you get a show that to really re-air the real episode. At this urgency, my son, it is urgent for the location and return of my son. Immediately, free and clear.